So let's jump over, since we were talking about them and they're interesting. We're going to go up north to Kansas and the Jayhawks. 6-7. Started off with a gangbuster barnstormer of a season last year. They went from 6-7, 2-10 to 6-7. Lance Leipold again. The memorable moment was like, hey, we didn't lose that bad. You won 2 games in his first season. And he's like, that's the expectation here. We need to change that. So
17 starters back of 22, including dynamic quarterback Jalon Daniels. It wouldn't be a surprise to see Kansas take another big step forward in 2023. I would agree with that. Dark horse candidate in the Big 12, would agree with that. Defense gave up 35.5 points a game. They play Big 12 defense, but they play Big 12 offense. Leipold's group is solid at linebacker, should improve the secondary, but the front 4 is a concern with all 4 starters departing. So this is going to kind of come down. I think it's for Kansas, it's going to be the one-score games. Do they win those or do they lose those? They were in a bunch of one-score games last year, including the national champion runner-up TCU. They easily could have won that. We did the live stream in that game.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, we did. That was our first live stream last year. I think that they're over 500 this year, but I'm not sure how much.
Well, let's go over their schedule since you have that. Again, you don't have to do it. I'll just go over it. Then you can kind of keep track in your head. Missouri State,
Win.
home of Missouri State,
Win.
home against Illinois,
Win.
away at Nevada, home against BYU. Obviously,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Home against BYU. Okay, that's a win. They're 3-1.
Okay. They're at Texas.
That's a loss.
Okay. They're home against UCF.
Yeah, I think they end up losing to Texas and Kansas State gets cut. Home to UCF, you said?
Yeah.
I think that's a win.
They're at Oklahoma State.
At OK State, that's a loss.
They are home against Oklahoma.
That's a win.
Oh, I'm sensing a theme. At Iowa State.
That's a win.
At Kansas State.
That's a loss.
And at Cincinnati.
That's a win.
As far as their conference schedule goes, they have a very light schedule.
Yeah.
Because they play all 4 new. No, they don't play Houston. 3 of the 4 new schools that are coming in.
Yeah, and I think they're very good. They're going to be a very good home squad. Listen, those fans are going to turn out. There's nothing to do in Kansas. Okay,
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
They got rowdy for the K-State game. They got rowdy for the upset against Texas 2 years ago.
They're already talking about making that stadium better for fans.
Yeah.
They had a sold out. By the 3rd week, they had sold out games already, and that hadn't been done in 17 years. That's 8-4 based on my calculation. That's a good jump forward from 6-7.
Yeah.
And then in Lance Leipold in year 4, you're going to have a senior quarterback probably in Jalon Daniels. Your defense is going to be better, et cetera, et cetera. Now you're really pushing the envelope in the Big 12 for a 10-2. Oklahoma, Texas depart, so Texas is no longer there, so you can't get that easy win for you. Yeah. So it's 8-4 would be awesome for Kansas.
That would be awesome. And for the record, Micaiah, that is your expectation. You're thinking 8-4.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. If I'm Kansas,
that is a huge jump for a Kansas program in 3 years. Yeah, going from 2-10 to 8-4 in 2 years.
Yeah, but then again, if the ball bounces their way twice, they're 10-2, staring down the barrel of a Big 12 title game shot. Wouldn't surprise me either. Wouldn't surprise me, dark horse. But 8-4, ecstatic. Those fans are